Hey, what's up? On the last video, we took a stick and we took some ink and we did this. We used it as a writing tool, which is awesome. And today I want to actually make a new tool if I can. I've seen some people take like a credit card and just use the credit card to scrape away some paint or whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a card. I just recently went to Laughlin and I forgot to return this card to the Aquarius. I'm sorry, Aquarius, but I will use it. Okay, it's going to be recycled. Like I said in my last video, I'm about recycling, so we're going to recycle this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. Take some scissors, cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it again to about the size of, I don't know, so I can make a flat. So that I can make a flat nib, if you will. This is going to be what I'm going to use to write. And I'm going to explore here. I'm not going to show you, this isn't a tutorial. I'm just going to explore this with you to see how or what we can create. This is, again, Handy Art Black Velvet Waterproof India ink that I bought at the Hobby Lobby for $3.99. This big bottle, 4 ounces for $3.99. See, there is the price. I'm not lying to you. $3.99, 4 ounces. While other India ink suppliers, for about a 2-ounce bottle, they charge you about $8 to $10, man. For someone who's beginning, that's kind of ridiculous. Maybe in the future I might buy a bottle just to see what the big fuss is about. But for now, I'm using this. By the way, I'm not sponsored, so don't think that I'm trying to sell you on something, okay? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that tip that I just made, okay, this. I'm gonna dunk it into the ink. See, there's some ink right there on the tip. And I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna make a, ooh. Okay, so obviously this isn't gonna hold enough ink. So I'm not gonna be able to make a full letter. And it dries quick. Is it going? No, it's not even going to the other side. That was supposed to be a letter R. Anyway, so you could, if you wanted to, I guess, use it that way, right? Or here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut off another piece. And again, I'm not teaching you anything here. I'm exploring. I'm just seeing what I can do. And what happens if I cut, some slivers. And all I'm doing is I'm barely cutting into it so that I can make some grooves on it. And I might even, set it apart, pull some of those apart. Okay. Dunk it into the ink again. I'm gonna see what it could do. Okay, maybe this idea sucks. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting from this. And maybe this isn't the best tool to use. I would probably use this if I'm gonna do some marks on a page, to just give a little bit of character to a design. Maybe I'll lay out like a wash of watercolor, or maybe a wash of watered down acrylic on a page, and then just make some lines. You know what I mean? Look, this is what I mean. Dunk it into the ink. Creates interesting lines with the little cuts. Then I might take the other one that I made, the one that's straight, dunk that into the ink, and then just drag it straight. And who knows, make something out of that. I don't know. I'm not really an artist here. Remember, I'm Leo, the wannabe artist. So this project, I mean, you might like this and you might be able to use it And who knows, maybe I might be inspired to use it in the future, but you could take an old credit card and then cut it into pieces. And you could even cut it into different shapes. Who knows? Let's take another piece and then cut a corner off like that. And then some sideways sliver. Oh, oops, I cut too much. I don't know, maybe this might be something. Maybe this shape might be interesting. Let's see. The problem is that this credit card, or I'm sorry, this card has like a gloss finish over it or something. And so it's not going to hold a lot of ink for very long. So here's the ink on the tip, and then here's the mark. Oh, that one holds it a little longer. Let me see. Maybe I could do some writing with it. Who knows? Let's see. Let's test it. That's what we're doing anyway, right? What if we go and do like a... I was supposed to say live. But who knows? Maybe you might, I don't know, maybe you could use it for something. I don't know. There's nothing like this good old stick. I like this better. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Can you use something like that? Maybe you saw me do something and you got an idea and you're like, hey, Leo, try this. And I'll try it, man. I will. I really like experimenting with different tools and seeing what sort of marks we can make.